Hello, everyone. My name is Jackson Jarrett, and I'm here with Owen Becker. He will be the first finalist we'll be talking to today. Again, we just want to welcome you this afternoon. Matches will be getting started in about 30 minutes or so. They will be on the IHSEA Twitch. We will not be streaming them from here today. But Owen, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Doing good?
Yeah.
Have you been able to get very much practice in?
Not really. I mean, I played last night.
How
For
much?
like a couple hours.
How much have you played since Thursday?
Since Thursday? Probably just about like 3 or 4 hours.
So, of what you play, are you pretty confident in?
Yeah, I'm confident. I just need to play consistent. Do good.
So, what is your strategy? I know we've had some other people on here that have talked about they go for more placement rather than eliminations. Is that kind of your mindset as well?
I'm probably just going to try to win my off-spawn fights and then just play for placement. Maybe get a few kills, like third-party kills on the way there.
Mm-hmm.
Just try to place like at least top 25 every game, if not like top 15. That's my goal.
And then does there being double the amount of games there normally is change your like strategy as the game progresses?
If I'm doing really bad and I needed to get a lot of kills, I might just go for a lot of kills one game. But I'll probably just lay back all the other games if that happens.
All right. So we'll let you go ahead and make your way back to the esports room.
All right.
And we'll get our next person in here. It's going to be Mason. Mason with us being the second senior we have on our finals team. So will this be your last
Yeah, this is the last
competitive Fortnite match?
Yeah, for esports.
For
like high school
esports?
wise, yeah.
Man. Does that add any pressure to it or just kind of same mindset?
No, it's the same mindset. I'm not too worried or like concerned about it. I don't know. I'll probably just go in with the same mindset as what I've had throughout every other game.
So, like, first game when you're dropping in, is there, like, you have a set rotation path, or you just kind of gauge it on who else?
So, typically I land, like, the same place every time. And sometimes my rotation changes based off, like, the storm, like, where the next circle will be. Like, if I don't pull zone, then I'll have to rotate. But if I do, then I'll try to stay in, like, relatively the same area. But just to see, like, where storm goes after that.
So does storm have a major effect on how you rotate, like which way it's pulling?
Yeah, usually I either get like blessed or it's really far away. It's never really in between.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's far away, then I have to rotate a lot sooner and don't have time to like loot up as much, I guess. But I don't know. I just take my time really.
So do you play more passive at the beginning of your games and get more aggressive as the game progresses?
Yeah, usually. I'll only get like maybe one kill off drop, and then I won't see another person for a while typically, but after that I'll usually pick up a couple more, and then depending on how the rest of the match goes is if I'll get any more or not.
All right. Thanks for joining us on here. We'll let you make your way back to the esports room. Good luck today.
Thanks.
It's like TJ's going to be joining us next. TJ, as you sit down here, our blue screen is having some issues today, but it is what it is.
Oh,
I don't think it's a you issue. I think it's a camera issue. The camera's having problems. So no, TJ's not wearing a blue cape. For any of those that are wondering, we do have a blue screen in our streaming room. But we did have you on here a couple weeks ago.
That is right.
Just kind of talking about you hadn't really played since the spring season, and like. You've played a couple matches since we talked to you last. Are you more confident in your abilities going into today?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Every week I've noticed that I just get a little bit better, like, as I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things.
Yeah, so is it, like, I know we had Owen and Mason just on here, and they were kind of saying it's the same mindset. Finals hasn't really messed with them much, but is it similar kind of mindset, at least going into the first game?
Yeah, I think it's similar kind of mindset. I really don't want to try to do anything different than I've been doing throughout the weeks, just because I don't want to overthink it and stress myself out. So, and mainly, nothing has really been wrong with like my specific strategy or like mindset.
How much have you played since Thursday in preparation for today?
About 5 minutes, just a few minutes ago in the esports room.
That's it?
That's it.
Since Thursday?
Since Thursday.
Well, we'll let you go ahead and give you a few more minutes to warm up before matches get underway at 1.
Yeah, I'm a busy man.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Alrighty.
All right, looks like Caleb Lang will join us. He was here with us at the end of stream on Thursday. So, I mean, kind of picking it up where TJ left off. How much have you played since Thursday?
Probably a good 2 hours.
Good 2 hours. Was it feeling good?
Yeah, feeling fresh, feeling ready to go.
So are you? I mean, obviously you left off on Thursday. You had a last round win.
Mm-hmm.
Is that does that give you any added confidence, especially going into today?
Yeah, hopefully I can carry that momentum into finals. First game in, nerves will always settle in, so hopefully that will help counteract that a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And so I know. I mean, there's not really much to talk about because we already covered a lot of this on Thursday, but we kind of talked about earlier the map that Coach Wrigley made, the guy who is running the Fortnite season, about the where people are landing.
Yeah.
Do you think that helps you more than it hurts the people who put their drop location on there?
I think it kind of depends on the player it is. Like, if it's someone more well-known, then that will definitely express dominance. That's their spot. They're claiming that. So that may make people more scared or less apt to land there. Rather than if someone's worse landing there, then people may say, hey, let's contest this guy. You know what I mean?
And I noticed when I was looking at the map that Phenom did not put his drop location on there. Do you think that was a smart choice from him?
Yeah, I don't know what he intends to do with it. I think everyone is pretty well aware of where he lands.
Yeah, he was in our conference, so the people who played against him know where he lands. But people from other conferences, do you think they see his big numbers on that chart on Legal S, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this kid's really good"? Do you think they could be concerned about where he's going to land because they don't know?
Yeah, it's definitely got to be intimidating. They don't know what to expect from him, really, unless they've been watching us. And even at that, it's not always on him.
Mm-hmm. So is it, how much, wow, totally forgot what I was going to say again. So is it obviously having double the amount of rounds as normally on a match day? Does that change up how aggressive or how passive you play?
It'll definitely, I'll have to test my patience, definitely. Once I get 2 or 3 games in, I definitely start to get impatient, so I'll just have to try and keep myself in the correct mindset all the way through.
All right, well, thanks for joining us on here. We'll let you make your way back to the esports room.
Thank you.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
So it looks like Brian will be the next one joining us for today. Brian, how are you doing today?
Not bad.
How many hours of sleep did you get last night?
We don't talk about that.
So, obviously, you told me earlier that you're going to be able to play half of the matches today, correct?
Yes.
Do you want to explain to our viewers right now why that is?
The reason why is that League of Legends is having the same match. It basically had the same match date on the Fortnite finals, so sadly I had to leave halfway through. But I wanted to at least play half the matches to establish my dominance towards state. So.
And that league match that Brian will be playing and will be streamed right here on our Twitch channel, but we won't be streaming the Fortnite because it will be on the IHSEA stream. So is it same kind of this lobby is bigger? This is a 100-player lobby. So does that change how you play because there's more of a chance for you to run into somebody?
Yes. I gotta be more cautious about turning different angles because you never know. You might get sniped or you might get just we like to call it spraying, but we just get beamed out of the air or we just get beamed out of a bush or something. It's gonna be rough. So I'm going to try to be a little bit more aggressive, and that's how my play style is going to be.
Yeah, so you're only playing the first 3 or so, right?
Yeah, I want to get at least 3 in. If I get 3 in, then I'm happy. I want to assert my dominance.
So are you treating today like you normally would?
Yes.
Like a weekday match?
Yeah, no. That's honestly that should be the same mentality for everybody. If nobody takes it seriously, I kind of don't understand their way of thinking. Like, state is a very important thing, and if you don't try it, then I don't know what you are to your team.
Is it different? Like you competed in sectionals for Rocket League in the
Yes.
spring. Is it different competing in a finals format online versus in person?
Yes, especially during the sectionals, we had a lobby. We didn't have a lobby. We had more. We actually had a audience, like an in-person audience. So sectionals was more big of an impact because of how many people were watching. And everybody was so excited when we won sectionals. But for Fortnite, it's still the same thing. Like, people are gonna watch it because it's on the mainstream. So I'm gonna guarantee it that like 200 people are gonna be watching or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
it's gonna be streamed live.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Today we'll go ahead and let you head back to the esports room to continue to get warming up.
Thank you.
And it looks like Thomas will be joining us today. We have not had Thomas on stream for an interview yet. He is the only freshman, right?
Yep.
Only freshman on the varsity team. So since we haven't had you on here, do you want to, without giving away too many major details if there are any of our opponents watching, but like what your strategy is?
I land like kind of passively. I farm up max wood and like materials, and then I just try camping it out.
So you definitely go for more of the placement side of things rather than.
But when I get in a fight, I have to fight. Yeah.
Yeah. So last week on Tuesday, you ran into Silas.
Yeah.
Can you tell when you run into one of your teammates?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Because I know there's a bunch of other good players from other schools, so it's like when there's a good player, I just like try getting shots off, and you know.
So does a 100-player lobby rather than a 60-player lobby? Does that change how how cautiously you have to play?
Oh yeah, 100%. Because since I don't know, there might be people landing at my drop spot. So yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll go ahead and let you head back to the esports room.
Yep.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
All right. So that was all of our finalists except for Cameron and Hayden. And as far as I am aware of, they are still at basketball practice, or they should be making their way up this way. So maybe we'll stick around. I'm going to send it to a break real quick so I can get a couple things in order. But just, yeah. Stay tuned. I will post the link to the IHSEA Twitch channel in the chat so you can get that queued up and ready to go. Check-ins were at 12, so and matches will start here in about 15 minutes. Make sure to check out our socials. Just posted those links in the Twitch chat. Twitter and YouTube. Twitter will definitely be a big help today, as I will be updating the Twitter as soon as I hear information. But without further ado, we're going to send it to a break. We're going to come back, kind of recap the season. And if Hayden or Cameron walk in, we'll interview them. But yeah, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment. right, everyone, welcome back in. Again, it is just me here. We're going to try to kind of stall out some time, maybe let Cameron and Hayden be able to have an opportunity to be interviewed on stream today. We got a lot more participation than I was expecting, so big round of applause to our cats. Just kind of to recap the season, up now is the official scores for our JV team. This is how our Cats ended the season. So, number one for our team and for the entire state, Ramiro Mendoza. He's been on here before. Make sure to check that out on our YouTube if you want to. First overall, Taylor Blackburn is in second. Our only female competitor in both JV and varsity. Hayden R. Jones in third, 73. Seth with 66. In fifth, Austin with 56. Micah in sixth. Colton in seventh. John in eighth. He is a senior, so he will be graduating. And Billy and Aiden both tied for ninth. Lots of freshmen. Lots of freshmen in this list. Again, Thomas is the only freshman on the varsity team, as he said. But yeah. Lots of good things. Ramiro had 2 wins, I believe. Both of those are clipped and archived in the channel if you want to check those out. But great season. Fantastic season all around for our JV Cats. They were the second, point-wise, they were the second best team in the state. So congratulations to them. And on the varsity side of things, this is the regular season scoring. So Caleb was in first with 155. He was third overall, I believe. Cameron was in second. Hayden in third. TJ in fourth. Brian in fifth. Mason in sixth. Thomas in seventh. Owen in eighth. Silas in ninth. And Ronnie in 10th. Ronnie was unable to compete in the last week of competition because he was having some illnesses, was not able to be at school. But 9 of our cats, the top 9 right there, qualified. Silas will not be able to compete today due to a bowling tournament. Again, the reason Cameron or Hayden have not been here to be interviewed is because of we have lots of multi-sport athletes, which is fantastic that they can do their sport, and the coaches will cooperate with us to let them compete here as well. I'm going to stall for just a little longer, and then I got to go take pictures and do social media coordinating things. But we're going to put up the promo clip, if that's what you want to call it, for the Fortnite season. Next season, I believe, league is going on right now on Saturdays, so make sure to check that out at 3:30. Our League of Legends team will compete. You'll be able to see players like Brian Eaglesizer compete in that. But after that, it is Super Smash Bros. And then the game I compete in, Rocket League, in January and February. And then Overwatch, and then the IHSA sectionals. So, which I will be a part of, hopefully, on the streaming and media side of things. But again, that is all that I have for you at this moment. We're going to let the clip play, and if they have not made it down here by then, we will just go ahead and wrap stream up. Again, thank you for joining us for these pregame interviews. We hope that you enjoy the IHSEA stream. We will be watching it as well, so don't feel like you are the only one watching it. I believe they're trying to figure out Mason streaming, so maybe we'll have that up for you guys so you can just watch it from his point of view if any of his friends or family are watching right now. And finally, we will play the clip, the Fortnite promo clip. Again, great things from our JV and varsity team. Very young in both of the teams, so looking for lots of good things in light of next year's seasons. Don't go anywhere and enjoy the Fortnite promo video. right. I hope you enjoy that. We put a lot of work into those videos. There will be one. I'm not sure how Smash season will be streamed, if at all. So I'll have to talk to our coach about that. But we do have game times for the Fortnite matches today. Game 1 is at 1 in about 7 minutes or so. Game 2 is at 1:45. Game 3 is at 2:30. Game 4 is at 3:15. Game 5 is at 4. Game 6 is at 4:45. And there's an online trophy presentation at 5:30. So again, Twitter updates will be posted throughout the afternoon into the evening. So make sure to follow that if you have not already. I'm trying to think. What else do we got going on? Does not look like the IHSA stream is live just yet. Make sure to follow them on Twitter as well if you would like updates from them. I'm trying to stall. Let me see if... I'm going to send it to a break. I'll be back in just a moment. All right, so we piddled around and talked about some stuff, and Cam was able to join us. Just came from basketball practice, and like we said, lots of multi-sport athletes on our esports team. Silas is unable to compete today because of a bowling tournament. So, have like your experience with the coaches? Have they been pretty like lenient with letting you compete in esports and compete in their sport?
Oh yeah. They're very like relaxed about that mostly. They think I can do good in both, and I think I'll be okay.
So today, with there being 6 matches rather than 3, does that change up your strategy or how aggressive you play at all?
Well, I'm guaranteeing that there's gonna be more people as well, so a little bit more. I think there's gonna be more kills off spawn most of the time. Mid game, same thing, just hide out till end game. End game is gonna be big. It's gonna be a big one.
Yep. So have you seen the map that has the people who put their requested to put their drop location in there yet?
I have not.
I don't think any of our players have, because I think Carter did one time and then regretted it because an entire team dropped on him and killed him.
I was there.
So I looked at it. There were no big names I could recognize on it. But do you think that gives any benefit to any of the opposing teams, or do you think it just kind of, there are 3 people landing here, maybe I shouldn't?
Yes and no at the same time, because it could mean that they want to land there just to kill him off spawns that way, because they either know his strategy of waiting, going forward on the game. So,
do you think Phenom, being the number 1 player in the state right now, but also being in our conference, do you think that gives us a leg up, gives our team a leg up over everybody else that wasn't in our conference competing against him?
I think so, I'll be honest, because we don't know where everyone else is going to land. So it depends on your loot route and everything like that, So, yeah.
All right. Thanks for hustling down here to be interviewed. We'll go ahead and let you send you back, let you go if there's any time to get warmed up. But matches will be starting here in just like a minute or 2. So we'll let you go ahead and go. Thanks for hopping in here. And with that being said, we're just going to wrap up stream. I posted the IHSEA Twitch link in the chat. They'll be live probably here in just a few minutes. Thank you guys for joining us. And our players probably can't hear me right now, but thanks for all you guys for being so cooperative with me, letting me do all my social media coordinating. Have a good rest of your afternoon. League will be live on our channel at about 3:30. Make sure to tune into that. So long from Salem Community High School.